welcome back to Litmus Day 7. Today on Litmus, we're going to be playing around with some recasting of very mostly Christmas movies, all brought to you by the wonderful production of Hallmark. This video is not sponsored, and maybe I'll get sued, I don't know. If you've never seen a Hallmark Christmas movie, then you're just like me. However, I do know how ridiculous they can be. I don't really know how to describe the plots of Hallmark movies, but I did write a bunch down. On these note cards here are a bunch of the Hallmark holiday movies, which are all Christmas because it's Hallmark and they're all about Christmas. I couldn't find a single like Jewish one or anything. And they're all great, fantastic, fun names, but they always have very basic characters that are pretty much cookie cutters of the same thing, you know? And there's always a romance in it. So I thought, you know what we need to do with these movies? Recast them with book characters. So in my little time machine pouch here, I have a bunch of my favorite characters from books, and we're gonna recast the leads of these movies and see how that will play out. I don't know how it'll play out, but it will. Because this is day 7, we will only be doing 7 movies, and I'm going to be picking a movie at random from my stack. And basically what I did is I looked at what was playing today, and because it's all day long, these Christmas movies are playing on 2 Hallmark channels. And so I just copied down what was playing and their synopses. And this is the first one we're gonna be doing. And this one is called Christmas CEO. The CEO of a small toy company gets a once-in-a-lifetime offer to merge with a much bigger company, but needs her estranged ex-business partner's signature to seal the deal. We're gonna pull 2 characters from this bag. Not even looking yet. We're gonna do this one. Okay. So, we have Kvothe from Name of the Wind and Rocky from Project Hail Mary. So I'm gonna cast Kvothe as the CEO of the toy company that needs to get Rocky's signature. And here's why this is such a difficult thing for them, because Kvothe, while a musician, they need to have Rocky sign their name, but Rocky is an alien, and you know, and they live in a very different environment. So a pen that will work on paper for Kvothe's contract it's a little bit difficult, and plus you gotta cross entire galaxies to get. Well, is it the same galaxy? No, it's not. In universes. Yes it is. Maybe it is. I forgot the science behind Project Hail Mary. But we gotta get all the way to Rocky's planet to sign it. That turns into, you know, Kvothe has to do this in time for Christmas, and, you know, space travel is all wonky and stuff, so he doesn't know which Christmas he'll be back for. I'd watch this movie, though. I'm so glad I pulled these 2. See, that's why Kvothe and Rocky used to be partners, though, is because Kvothe is a musician and Rocky speaks in musical tones, so it was really easy for them to communicate, but, you know, something happened between them, someone struck up a wrong chord, and that's where they became estranged from each other. You're welcome. You're welcome, Hallmark. I think that worked out just great. That was fantastic. What are we gonna pull next? Huh. Oh boy. We have Christmas at Castleheart. Brooke Bennett goes to Ireland during Christmas time to search for her Irish roots. Mistaken for an elite event planner, she's soon hired to host an epic Christmas party at a nobleman's castle. I'm sorry. I love this. Let's see who's gonna become Brooke Bennett and a nobleman. Oh boy. Oh no. I don't know how this is gonna work out. We have Rin from the Poppy War and Baz from Carry On. It's obvious that Rin's gonna be Brooke Bennett because epic, you know, she's in an epic fantasy, she's searching around. Don't know about her Irish roots, but you know, maybe there was something in her history. And Baz is obviously the nobleman. I mean, that's clear. because of who Baz is. Bryn, I don't know if she's necessarily looking for her Irish roots, but she's probably looking for an enemy to kill. And, you know, being someone merged with the Phoenix God, she could really bust out an awesome party. It just means that the castle might burn down, which would be really bad for Baz because he's a vampire. So that's a very, I mean, enemies to friends, because Rin doesn't, yeah, and Baz is gay. I don't see this as a romantic movie, but definitely more of a everybody hiding their own secrets, and someone accidentally is going to die. I'm pretty sure this is more of a National Lampoon situation we have going on here, I think. Number 3. This is entitled A Gingerbread Romance. An architect begins to find herself longing for a place to call her own as she works alongside a baker to win a gingerbread house contest. Okay, let's recast. Oh, I pulled 2. Oh no! I do know who to cast this as. This is based on personality-wise. We have Helene from An Ember in the Ashes, also known as the Blood Shrike. And we have Finnian from Aurora Rising, the Traskian, flirty disaster boy. Finnian's definitely the baker for this one. Absolutely, he's the baker. And I'm guessing Helene is the architect of murder. By the end of Sky and Storm, I think Helene is ready to find a place to call her own after everything that happened. I mean, based on her previous relationship in Ember in the Ashes, she might click with Finnian in the same way that he is just the adorable, nerdy Traskin that he is, you know? And I love Finnian like a great deal. He is my favorite character in that entire series. But I'm a little worried Helene might try to stab him. Like, he'd definitely be down for the baking part, but maybe Finnian will soften her heart to a home on Trask. Nah, he wouldn't go back to Trask. I'm a little frightened for Finnian with this one. It could be a romantic comedy, but also it could just end in a lot of murder. And a lot of broken gingerbread. Yeah. Moving on. Oh boy. We have Christmas in Tahoe. To save her family's hotel Christmas show, a talent booker must ask for help from her ex-boyfriend, the lead guitarist of a now famous band that fired her as its manager years ago. Seek Both would have been a great one for this. Bunch of Adema-Roo. That'd be an awesome band name though. Hey, we're the Adema-Roo. Oh no. How do I cast this? Oh, which one of you is the rock star? We have Daisuke from Shadow of the Fox and Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. Considering Calcifer can't leave the castle, I'm gonna assume that Calcifer is the talent booker and Daisuke is the rock star, because Daisuke is the rock star. Although a guitarist, I mean flute, but same thing. I do love that this insinuates that Calcifer and Daisuke have had a romantic relationship, which honestly I could definitely see. And I'm okay with them, you know, reconnecting and rekindling their fiery passion for one another through this. This one works. This one's definitely a romance. I'm okay with that one. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore. The title of this movie is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. When a New England Christmas decorating competition searches for the town with the most Christmas spirit, the mayors of East and West Riverton go all out to get their towns to the top of the holiday heap. And playing our 2 mayors. Please be gay, please be gay, please be gay. Oh, I pulled 2 out immediately. It is gay. And this would like work so well, actually. We have Nova from Renegades and Delilah Bard from A Darker Shade of Magic. And they're both ruthless. And they're both badasses. and they will both do anything to get what they want. So I am feeling a very much, not necessarily they're both the mayors of these towns, but it's gonna end up like two spies falling in love, but they have to kill each other situation. I'm down for this one. I would watch this in a heartbeat. I love imagining all the sabotaging they would both do to each other. Like I couldn't have picked better characters for this. I feel like this works so well. This is perfect. This one writes itself. If you don't know who these characters are, Nova has this superpower of not ever sleeping, and also being able, if you touch her, she will make you see nightmares. Like, talk about Nightmare Before Christmas, shall we? And then we have Delilah, who is discovering that she has magic after living in a London that does not have any magic in it, and is a cutthroat thief, you know, who will kill you. It's no problem with that. Zero qualms with murder. This would be a very intense and lots of legal repercussions, but I don't know which town would win. They're just gonna have to combine to be one Riverton. We're down to the last two. Oh boy. This is called Holiday Engagement. A woman hires a man to pose as her fiance when she returns home for the holidays. Very simple. Please be gay, please be gay, please be gay. Oh boy. It's gay. One of them is canonically gay. We have Jaden Jaden, I forget how to pronounce it, but it's from Winter's Orbit. And we have Lazlo from Strange the Dreamer. Now, it's definitely Jaden who is hiring someone to be their fiance because, like, it's literally kind of the plot of Winter's Orbit. It's definitely Jaden, and Lazlo is getting roped into this. See, it's not confirmed about Lazlo's real sexuality because, like, he only has one partner in the entire duology, but being who Lazlo is, I can definitely see him as being bi. And Lazlo is just, he's a wholesome character. He is willing to do anything for love. That's kind of what gets him in the mess and everything in Strange the Dreamer. And Jaden is just really, he holds up to those traditions. He's very much political face, and like, we have to uphold the scene, and don't worry, I won't actually fall for you. So this works out perfect. I think this is exactly it. And you know, especially if it was a sci-fi fantasy, you know, situation, I would be way more interested to watch that than just what it actually is. This is a way better casting choice. Oh, this is the last one. This is the last one. I have so many. I spent so much time writing these, and I'm only using 7 of them. It's fine. I'm gonna really shuffle. Going for this one. No, wait. Are you 2? Okay, you're 1. Oh boy, the dramatic one. This is called Once Upon a Christmas Miracle. Told she would have less than a few months to live without a new liver, Heather's time was running out when a kind stranger heard of her plight and discovered he was a perfect match. Who will end up as a perfect match. This one also would have been another good one for the rival mayors. But we have Spensa from Skyward and Katza from Graceling. Both very dramatic and intense women. Who's dying? Okay, who would just help someone, though? I feel like I'm gonna go with Katza being the one dying and talking about it. Oh, would she, though? Like, either one of these could work, but I think Spensa is more likely to help someone, and Katza's more likely to murder someone, so I feel like Katza's the one with the liver issue and Spensa's the perfect match. And they really are. They're very similar characters. I mean, Spensa is way more dramatic than Katza. Katza's, you know, whole gift for murder. Or is it? Wait, that wouldn't work, though, because Katza's whole... Is this Katza without her Graceling abilities? Because if it's Katza without her Graceling abilities, okay. But with her Graceling ability, then it has to be Spensa. Oh my god. We have to reverse this. But why would Katza help Spensa? Why would she? Unless it was just this camaraderie and, you know, falling for someone equally as dramatic and terrifying. I mean, Spensa's not really... Spensa's more of a disaster. So, okay, I guess we're recasting this. We're flipping the roles. Spensa's the one dying. Katza's going to help her because her Graceling ability will probably prevent her from dying. So, that's how we're casting this one. Good times. I think my favorite casting choice is definitely Nova and Delilah, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I think that's winning my #1 option, and now I feel like I should watch these movies just to compare with how terrible they would be without these characters in them. I'm gonna go with that, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. Silly, stupid things that I'm doing for Litmus. Hey. Let me know if you're gonna recast any Hallmark movies. If you make a response video to this casting some, please tag me in it. I love this kind of concept. I think it's really funny, and I definitely think that these movies should be made with the recast, or at least the fanfic written. Can somebody write the fanfic for some good crack fics? I would appreciate that. I also really love the Quoth and Rocky one. Like, I'd read that in a heartbeat. Anyway, thanks for watching again. Put your questions and comments down below, and on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter. Check out my Ko-fi page to support me as a content creator. I'll see you tomorrow, cuties. Bye! Weird video idea. Am I really shuffling, or are they all just sticking together? He was a perfect match. See, the description goes on, but I think they should have cut it right there. Like that's, you got their double meaning. But they go, the two meet and before long a friendship developed into romance. And I'm like, you don't need that line. So I'm gonna edit that one and just be like, ended at perfect match.